I see you can read my mind. Step a little closer, breathe right through me, leave this world behind. You and me and you, it's more than all the others, so baby choose. You and me and you, it's more than all the others, so baby choose.
Snowboarding in the early days was a lifestyle choice. For women, brand and industry support was minimal and prize money was virtually non-existent.
I know Tara really closely and I have a huge amount of respect for her, but she decided she was going to be a snowboarder with no future. I mean, there was no future, no one was getting paid, and so a person like that, I have so much admiration for. Like, they're such a pioneer. Like, we're so spoiled now. We're getting invited to events, we have free accommodations, we've got, you know, our free lodging, or our sponsors pay for our travel, like, we're getting paid on top of it. Like, we have such blessed lives, so it's so cool to, like, connect with those girls because they're the reasons why we're getting paid, you know? They're the ones that are saying, look, we can do this too. Yeah, it kind of gives me chills, really, like, the history of it all. Like, it's really amazing.
And definitely made it look like it was allowed to be a girl, still riding, still rocking.
I started snowboarding in 1990, and back then I think I was pretty much the only girl snowboarding in my home resort. I think back then all the girls kind of dressed like guys, and they were really, you know, it was quite different, and the girls were not really allowed to be seen as girls at all. And I think a couple of years later I got sponsored. I got hooked up with Prom from US, which was the first brand that actually made snowboard clothes for girls. It was Tina Bastich and Shannon Dunn. They made their own line. And this was really new because before that all the girls were just wearing kind of men's clothes for snowboard.
I mean, I think women-specific brands probably made it more mainstream even, you know, because girls who didn't grow up skateboarding or surfing and like board sports weren't their lifestyle, but their boyfriend shredded. You know, like those girls, most of them want to look cute on the hill. So I think that when women-specific brands came in, it made it more inviting to girls who wanted to look cute while they're shredding, and I have nothing wrong with that, but I just wanted to snowboard.
I think it helped for girls to feel like they had a place in the sport and they were really part of it, not just trying to be part of something that the guys did. That was good, and the money came more into it, and it made it possible for girls to actually do their sport, and they could make some money on it.
It didn't happen overnight. There wasn't a market for girls. There was very few girls that were in the limelight back then, like Cara Beth Burnside, and Jana Mayan was, because she turned pro and was getting blown up by Volcom at a really young age, at like 14 I think she might have been.
Honestly, I don't think the winnings for contests got really big until X Games came along, you know, like that was like the first event I remember prize money got considerably larger. It went from $1 grand, $2 grand, $3,500 to all of a sudden it seemed like it was double digits, you know, so.
Getting something like $4 to $5 grand was, you know, $3 to $5 grand was really significant. Back then you could pretty much live off your season on, on winning one contest.
Yeah, I think the TTR World Tour is, I mean, spearheading women's snowboarding, you know, like really laying down a foundation and putting us like on a podium where we can really show what we have, and by giving us equal prize money, and I mean, definitely keeps girls motivated, you know, and they want to ride well at those events and they want to do well for overall, and I think it's just one of those things that it's going to keep people motivated and hungry, so it's good.
So yeah, getting a check like 10, 15 grand was amazing, and now here we're looking at, you know, overalls getting $50,000 to $100,000, and snowboarders making a very significant living off doing what they do.
Riders today can earn in excess of $500,000 through sponsorship endorsements, prize money, magazine photo shoots, pro model accessories, boards, boots, and bindings. This was largely made possible by the image and athleticism of the early professional female snowboarders, such as Tara Dikitas. Pioneering women's snowboarding, Tara was recognized for her skill by mainstream media, and in 2004, FHM recognized the women of action sports.
Things are going to grow and you can't stop them, so it didn't hurt snowboarding. Snowboarding was going to go that route anyway. You know, whether Tara decided to get on the cover of a magazine, it would have been somebody else, so.
Yeah, I got recognized before I got naked.
With the newfound mainstream awareness, Tara continued as a pioneer and was invited to join The Tonight Show with David Letterman.
And then with that also, I ended up going on Howard Stern and Carson Daly and all these places where at the time, very few, if any, snowboarders had been guests on the show. So I found myself getting thrown into this mainstream media, and it was really interesting. I mean, I embraced every moment of it. It's such an amazing journey, but yeah, it was a trip for sure.
Don't that feel real funky, y'all?
My mind. Step a little closer, breathe right through me, leave this